Well, Jerusalem Day is coming up when Israelis celebrate the reunification of Jerusalem under Israeli sovereignty in 1967. But why is Jerusalem so special? You might say because the temple was there, but why was the temple there? Why Jerusalem? Well, welcome to this week's Shabbat Shalom devotional, when I try to share just a little inspiration and maybe bring a little peace to the close of your very busy week. Just before the nation of Israel entered the Promised Land, the Lord instructed Moses to tell the people that they were to meet the Lord 3 times a year in a place that He would choose to place His name. Over 20 times in the wilderness, God referred to this place that He would choose, where they would go to worship Him. But God does not reveal the identity of that place for 400 years. And in response to King David's prayer and desire to build God a house, the Lord chooses Jerusalem, but warns David that the house is to be built by his son Solomon. So when Solomon did build the temple and he dedicates it to the Lord responds with these amazing words: "I have consecrated this house which you have built to put my name there forever, and my eyes and my heart will be there perpetually." God chose the place and He loved it and said His eyes and His heart would always be towards that place. Now, David chose Jerusalem based on what are probably political and geographical reasons. But why did God choose Jerusalem? Jerusalem, as geographically speaking, was not a significant city. It was not on the highest mountain. It was not the biggest city. It was not overlooking a fertile valley. It was not near any of the lucrative trade routes. Comparatively speaking, Jerusalem was just an average, ancient, Near Eastern city. Yet Jerusalem is where God chose to place His name and to make His dwelling place. Now, there's 2 stories in the book of Genesis that seem to point to some pre-existing significance of Jerusalem. First is the story of the king and priest Melchizedek that had a worship site to the one true God there. The second story is the binding of Isaac, where Abraham took his son Isaac up on Mount Moriah to sacrifice him in obedience to the Lord. But the true significance for Jerusalem came later, when it was God's choice for the temple and the meeting place for Him and His people, Israel. The point is this: you may feel inadequately gifted or prepared for what God is calling you to do. Just look to the city of Jerusalem for your inspiration. God often takes what is weak, small, and insignificant to do something remarkable for His glory. Jerusalem, the small city on an average hill, becomes God's dwelling place. As you take a Shabbat rest this weekend, contemplate that and let God use you to His glory. And with that, I want to wish you Shabbat Shalom.